Welcome to the room, Lev and Puthanagal. Good to see you here again today. We'll be getting started in just a few minutes at the top of the hour. Good morning and welcome everybody to today's Market in a Minute for Wednesday, May 24th. This webinar is brought to you by OctaFX, the Forex broker, bringing you some of the lowest spreads in the industry. Let's jump right in. Looking at the top stories in the US dollar, the greenback. The FX market, we did see a reaction to the terrorist attack, the terrible terrorist attack in Manchester yesterday. We saw the typical reaction of dollar yen selling off. So we saw people selling dollars, buying yens in reaction to that spike in geopolitical risk. New home sales missed expectations on Tuesday narrowly. And despite mixed economic data, the US dollar index rebounded. Later on today, traders, we got the FOMC meeting minutes due for release. So watch out for some volatility in dollar-related currency pairs at that time. Next up, let's look at a chart of the US dollar index. We can see that price bounced here yesterday with that green candlestick here. Next up, the euro. Euro reached fresh 6-month highs, but actually ended up reversing on the day. We had positive economic data out of the Eurozone, with the German IFO business climate and flash manufacturing PMI both beating expectations. Later on today, traders, we're going to want to be watching out for ECB President Draghi speaking, who could be moving the market. Analysts will be watching if he gives any clues as to whether he may rein in his accommodative monetary policy. Quick look at the euro chart, and we can see yesterday was indeed turnaround Tuesday, where we had the dollar actually trading higher and the euro reversing lower after a long series of updates. Next up, British pound. British pound hovering below the key 130 level, which it actually breached a couple of times already. We saw cable, that is pound against the dollar, being pressured after the UK hardened talk over Brexit. The British pound didn't actually react in a big way to the terrorist attack, but we did see Theresa May and Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn saying that they would suspend national campaigning after the terrorist attack. And finally, traders in the pound, do look out for the UK second estimate GDP, which is due for release on Thursday. So traders in cable, do look out for some volatility on Thursday around that GDP release. Taking a quick look at the pound chart here, we can see that there was a down day yesterday and we're bouncing up a little bit today, this morning. Finally, we're going to take a look at the chart of the day. Here we've got dollar CAD, Canadian dollar. We got the OPEC meeting in Vienna tomorrow. Analysts are expecting news of further production cuts, which may give a further boost to the Canadian dollar against the US dollar. So we might see some downside here, and we can see that price is contained within a well-defined channel here. That concludes it for today's Market in a Minute. Do join us at 1:30 for the more in-depth FX daily market forecast. Thank you all very much for joining us.